cycle of fifths, a major scale in any key effortlessly. And if you can't do it, start with C, and then go to F, and then go to B flat. What comes after B flat? Let's do the cycle of fifths. Who knows the cycle of fifths? Can everybody know what the cycle of fifths is? You guys don't know what the cycle of fifths is? You don't? Okay, that's a good piece of information. Let's talk about that right now. Because that is, the cycle of fifths makes music work. Because everything moves in movement. First thing, movements of fifths work because the 5-to-1 resolution is where you get those tritones. You get the fa, mi, ti, do. But everything in music moves in intervals of a fifth. First, who can give me a definition of an interval?
The space between something.
Space or distance between two notes. Excellent. There are different kinds of intervals. There's major, minor, augmented, and diminished. That's it. For example, you want to have a major interval? Let's go from C to D is what kind of interval? It's a second because it spans two notes. So we'll talk about intervals for a minute because this stuff is intervals. C to D is a whole step, but it spans two notes. So it's going to be a second. Now, this is going to be a major second because if you lower it a half step, it can be lowered a half step. So C to D flat will be a minor second. Now, knowing intervals is huge because as you're creating melody, you want to know what interval you're sitting there. You know, you're doing something chromatic. B, boo, da, that's all minor second, motion. Here we go, you're playing D flat to C, B to C. That's D flat to C is a minor second. If you want to go da, da, that's a major second, okay? You're going C to D. So, as you play intervallically, you create melodies. Melodies are combinations of intervals. You're playing melodic instruments. Improvising is creating melody, okay? So you're creating melody in intervals, okay? So what would C to E be? It spans three notes, C to E, so it's going to be a third, right? And because it has two whole steps, it's going to be a major third. And now, so what would a minor third be? C to E flat, which would be 1.5 steps. Now this is also important because this is the difference between major and minor, isn't it? Yeah. If you have a C major scale, it's going to be C, D, E. If you have a C minor scale, it's going to be C, D, E flat. Now what happens in the upper parts of that scale determines what kind of minor scale it is, because there are a bunch of different kinds of minor scales. The three basic ones that we use in jazz improvisation are pure minor, which is the Aeolian mode, or a major scale starting on the 6th degree. So you have relative major and minor. If you were playing in the key of C, what would the relative minor be? Anybody think of it? Go down 1.5 steps. So what's the sixth note of a C scale? C, D, E, F, G,
B.
A.
A, yes. It goes up the alphabet. The alphabet does not go A, B, C, D, E, F, B flat. It goes, So A minor would be the same as it would be the relative minor. That's pure minor. Okay, so those set of intervals would exist. Then you can alter those. We have melodic minor, which in classical music is different than jazz. But jazz melodic minor is just a major scale with a flatted third. Then you have pure minor, which is a flatted third, a flatted sixth, and a flatted seventh. And then a regular sixth and a flatted seventh. And then you have harmonic minor, which has got a flatted sixth but a major seventh. We'll talk all about it. Don't worry. I'm throwing stuff out there so you're just hearing it constantly, okay? I want to watch my time because I want everybody to play.